Okay, can you tell me your name, please?
My name is Phillip Kissinger.
And where do you live?
I actually live in Kapoho, and I was staying in Leilani. I was caretaking my friend's place on Ho'okupu Street the night of the incident.
Okay, and you have a story to tell us?
I thought Leilani would be the safest place to stay away from the hurricane, and where I live in Kapoho, it's more towards the ocean, and I thought it was going to get impacted more. And I ended up getting a call from a friend, and he said that the geothermal had blew, and I just thought it was really high, heavy winds. And went outside, and I could smell it in the air. And we came back inside the house, and I wasn't really too sure what to do. There was 3 other people with me at the house, and one of them called 911, and 911 said that don't worry about it, it's under control. And a friend called again, and he said that it just sounded like really bad. And we had another friend call in and said they heard on the radio that everyone in Leilani should evacuate. So we called 911 again, and they said it was up to us, either stay inside and keep all the doors and windows locked, or try to leave. And my eyes were burning from the first time I went outside, and ended up getting in the truck. The friend followed me in a car, and we tried to find a way out of Leilani. And we went through a bunch of different streets because at that time a lot of the trees and power lines had fallen in the road. And I found one place on Kapoho where I almost could get out of Leilani, and the fire department was on the other side, and they couldn't get through. I ended up breaking a branch and going in between a power line and the edge of the road. And we were going to go to Pahoa, and I got to the top of Pahoa, and there was more trees that had fallen. And I had a chainsaw, and the chainsaw didn't work the second time, so I ended up staying the night in Kapoho. But throughout all that, and not knowing whether to stay indoors or leave, I did breathe a lot, talking to the fire department and trying to get out of Leilani. My eyes were burning, my sinuses were burning, and I ended up sleeping in my truck in Kalapana that night. And I lifeguard at Pohoiki, and I was scheduled to work. I called my boss, he asked me if I was working, and I told him I'd make it down there. So I ended up walking down Lava Tree, and making it down to the other side where there was cars and that were trapped, and I got a ride down and worked that day at Pohoiki. And I felt pretty bad, and I just figured that it was just because of me being tired from a lack of sleep, so I just played it off. And the next day I surfed, the middle of the day, worked again, and just felt pretty shitty. And then on Sunday, there was the remnants of a second hurricane that went past us, and I woke up early and I surfed Honolulu that morning, and I couldn't catch my breath. I don't smoke, I'm active, and no matter how deep I breathed in, it didn't satisfy. I was just out of breath. Later on that morning, I worked at Pohoiki on my last day of the 5-day shift. And I surfed out there and just had to do deep breaths the whole time. I had to do one rescue and paddle another kid around to the other side that was stuck in the current. And I could definitely feel affected from the geothermal, and just my shortness of breath, and headaches that day, and just like real sharp pains. It's not like a consistent headache, it's just on the back of my skull, it feels like. And on Tuesday, I got talked into going to the doctor and getting checked out. And I can't remember the term that they gave for the swelling of my throat. And they tested for strep or any kind of sickness, and I wasn't sick. So I did blood work yesterday, and I'm awaiting results from that.
Okay, thank you. So since then, do you feel any better or worse or the same?
I guess I would still say I feel the same. When I exert myself is when I feel the biggest effects of it. Headaches aren't as bad. There's like probably a little more infrequent, but they're still there. And just kind of feel out of it, really.
Okay. Anything else you want to add? All right. Thank you for your story.
Thank you.